They can't connect to the internet, and they can't make international phone calls outside of North Korea.
North Korea remains an enigma, with its internal affairs largely hidden from global view. The regime exercises profound control over every aspect of its citizens' lives, including their internet privileges and basic freedoms. The extent of their surveillance and dominance is staggering. Nonetheless, despite the stringent regulations, a few brave souls have managed to disclose images, offering insights into the everyday experiences within this secluded nation. Explore with us 19 covertly captured photographs from North Korea, revealing its secret character.
By breaking the law, setting up small stalls to sell rice, smuggled goods, anything to survive.
Number 19. The bold child of North Korea. In North Korea, there are many rules and everyone is expected to follow them. The government sets these rules, and people rarely question or break them. From a very young age, children learn to work hard. Instead of attending school or playing with friends, they often have duties that they must perform. But there's an intriguing story about a child in Samjian, a location not widely known to the outside world. On a day like any other, as a bus made its way down a quiet road, this young child did something unexpected. He stood firmly in the middle of the road, blocking the bus's path. This act might seem simple, but in a country where everyone is usually in line and follows the rules, this was an act of bold defiance. What makes this moment even more remarkable is that someone captured it in a photograph. This image, now shared with the world, serves as a potent symbol. It reminds us that the desire for freedom and individual expression exists everywhere, even in the most controlled environments. This young child, without uttering a word, told a story of bravery and the undying human spirit. It makes one wonder what else lies beneath the surface in such a secluded nation, waiting to be revealed. Number 18. Dedicated Defender North Korea is a place with many secrets, hidden away from the world's eyes. Even with its tight grip, some courageous people have been able to share pictures that reveal the true conditions there. One such image is especially moving. In this picture, there's a man who looks weak and hungry, a sign that he might not be getting enough to eat. Yet he stands tall in a soldier's hat and has a pin of his leader on his chest. His appearance tells a story of hardship, but his posture and the pin he wears show his pride and dedication to his country. This photo gives us a glimpse into the loyalty and the challenges faced by the people of North Korea. It's a reminder that behind every image, there's a deeper story of resilience and commitment in even the toughest circumstances. Number 17. Creative solutions in North Korea. Life in North Korea comes with many challenges, but the resilience and resourcefulness of its citizens shine through. A perfect example of this spirit can be seen in a striking photograph that captures the essence of adaptability. In the middle of a calm lake, a fisherman is seen. But what's surprising is that he's not aboard a typical boat. Instead, he's balanced atop an old tire, using it as a makeshift vessel. It's a testament to the innovative spirit of the people, making the best out of limited resources. This creativity isn't just limited to lakes and fishing. On the streets of North Korea, there's a burst of entrepreneurial spirit. Empty street corners quickly transform into lively markets. A simple cart brimming with fresh produce becomes more than just a storage spot. It turns into a mobile grocery store. These makeshift markets travel from neighborhood to neighborhood, ensuring people get what they need. The ingenuity of the North Korean people is evident. They continually find ways to adapt, improvise, and support their communities despite the constraints they face. Number 16. Discovering moving stairs. Imagine a machine that effortlessly takes you up and down, saving you the effort of climbing stairs. We call it an escalator, and for many of us, it's a common sight in malls, train stations, and big buildings. But for some, it's a marvel they've never encountered. In North Korea, there's a special place called the Pioneers Camp in Wonsan. It's a spot where tourists often visit, drawn by the chance to see children from all across the country come together. These kids are from different backgrounds and regions, each bringing their own experiences. However, for many children, especially those from remote villages, the camp introduces them to several first-time experiences. One of these is the escalator. For them, it's not just another mundane machine but a wondrous contraption that moves stairs. Their reactions vary, from wide-eyed amazement to hesitation. They often stand back, unsure of how to step onto this moving magic, while watching other children effortlessly enjoying the ride. This stark contrast serves as a reminder of the disparities that exist, even within the same country. While some kids are familiar with these conveniences and take them for granted, others find them mysterious and intimidating. The simple joy of riding an escalator becomes a significant experience in their lives, highlighting how much many of us take for granted. Number 15. Waiting line problem. Waiting in a line usually means things are in order. But one picture from North Korea shows a different story. People look like they're pushed together, led by someone who doesn't notice their trouble. This isn't just about waiting. It shows a big problem. Many North Koreans have to wait a lot. It's like a common thing for them. But this isn't a game. It shows how tough life can be there. The picture shows many people in a line. They look like they're trying hard to stay hopeful. But there aren't enough buses or trains for everyone. This line tells a story about a country trying to move forward, but there are many problems in the way. The people are patient, but they hope for better days. This long line isn't just about waiting. It's a sign of bigger challenges for regular things like catching a bus or going to places. Number 14. Special restaurants for elites. In North Korea, there's a place along the Taedong River in Pyongyang where bright, fancy restaurants are showing up. They look really nice, like shiny stars. But not everyone can go to these places. Only people with a lot of money or who are very important can eat there. They get tasty food that's made for rich people. Just think of all the yummy things they eat. But many people in North Korea can't go to these places. They can only look and wish they could try the food. This shows that some people in North Korea have more than others. Even though there are many rules, some rich people don't have to follow them all. Others can only hope for better days. Number 13. Child labors. In North Korea, childhood isn't always filled with play and joy. As early as they learn to walk, many children are introduced to the world of work. Their reality is much different from what we might expect from children. During tough times, which seem to be frequent in North Korea, even the youngest are seen working on large farms, in places where they should be running around, playing games, or simply discovering the world around them. They are instead burdened with tasks that are far beyond their age. Instead of cheerful sounds of laughter and the innocent chatter of kids, one hears the sounds of labor. It paints a picture of children growing up too quickly, forced by circumstances to shoulder responsibilities. While children in other parts of the world are dreaming, imagining, and exploring, many North Korean kids are already in the fields, helping their families make ends meet. These young souls should be in schools, learning and shaping their futures, but they are often found working. Their dreams and potentials take a back seat to the immediate need for survival. It's a stark reminder of the vast differences in childhood experiences across the world. Number 12. Picture-perfect life in North Korea. Taking pictures of things that look old or broken, like a bus that's not working, is a big no-no. Why? The government wants everything to look perfect. They want to show that they're the best and that their country is amazing. They even say that the whole world looks up to their leader. But here's a secret. We got a picture they didn't want us to see. It shows soldiers pushing a bus that's broken down. That's not the perfect image they want to show. This brave photo tells us that things in North Korea might not be as perfect as they say. It shows that they try hard to hide the real story from everyone. Number 11. Alternative markets. Black markets are places where people buy and sell things secretly, and they're not allowed in North Korea. But just like anywhere else, people sometimes need things they can't afford from regular stores. So what do? They've created gray markets. This picture captures the energy of North Korea's gray markets. These marketplaces, known as jangmadang, are buzzing everywhere. Even though black markets are forbidden, these places thrive. Here, people sell things like candy and cigarettes to make some extra money. Believe it or not, there are over 380 of these markets. People of all backgrounds come to the jangmadang. They trade goods, and sometimes they even use foreign money like Chinese yuan or US dollars. These markets are more than just places to shop. They show how North Korea is slowly changing. As more of these markets pop up, they're bringing new chances for people and showing that things can be different. Number 10. Stranded soldiers. North Korea paints a picture of strength and unity. Yet you'd be surprised to find soldiers, those representing national pride, often stranded. With limited public transportation and strict permits for travel, it's common to see them hitching rides. It's ironic and sad. How can a nation's protectors be left abandoned on the roads? This sight raises eyebrows and makes you wonder, how long can this go on? How long before these brave souls, tired of the daily grind, lead the charge for change? A feeling of change seems to be in the air. You can sense the restless spirit of the people, waiting for the right moment. The resilience of North Koreans cannot be underestimated. Faced with daily struggles, their yearning for freedom grows. There's a brewing storm, waiting to bring a wave of change and sweep away years of repression. The time feels ripe for the people to come together, shake off the chains of oppression, and usher in a new era of freedom. Number 9. Kim Jong-il celebration. In this snapshot, crowds from North Korea congregate for the Kim Jong-il celebration. Lines stretch long as they await their turn to pay homage at various memorials, yet their faces hint at unease, possibly a sense of obligation. This celebration aligns with the Day of the Sun, North Korea's most cherished holiday, marking Kim Il-sung's birth, the nation's founder and eternal president. Falling on April 15th annually, it's akin to the importance of Christmas in many cultures. The spotlight, however, is on the Kim Jong-il, a vibrant flower named in memory of Kim Jong-il, the nation's previous leader. This isn't just any flower, it's a specialized hybrid begonia, christened Begonia tuber hybrida Kim Jong-ilwa. Crafted by merging various begonia types, it's a symbol of ingenuity and respect for the leader. Number 8. Development's illusion. Step inside Pyongyang, the crown jewel of North Korea. Every inch is meticulously designed, projecting impeccable prosperity, as depicted in this image. Yet beyond the gleaming buildings, another tale unfolds. The city's shiny exteriors, driven by a need to present an ideal image, mask deeper challenges. The government's tunnel vision emphasizes outer beauty, often overlooking pressing internal issues. It's reminiscent of a theater, where each scene is carefully directed to mesmerize the audience. Their goal? To paint a narrative of unparalleled progress and harmony. But dig a bit deeper, and contrasts emerge. Behind the city's gleaming facade, many grapple with adversities, unseen by the external world. In this narrative of perfection, authenticity becomes the casualty, masking the genuine challenges endured by its inhabitants. Tough beginnings. This image provides a stark glimpse into life in Cheongjin, located in North Korea's north. Historically plagued by famine, the city's plight appears unchanged. Here, people wrestle daily with adversity, often without life's basic amenities. Their challenging existence stems largely from a domineering regime that governs with unyielding control. However, the city's indomitable spirit is evident. Its inhabitants, even the youngest among them, labor with unwavering dedication to eke out sustenance. Disturbingly, many of these toiling figures are just children, who, instead of relishing their youth, grapple with burdens far beyond their years. It's a jarring juxtaposition. As the world ushers in 2023, Cheongjin's struggles echo a bygone era, resembling the 1980s. This poignant photograph underscores the pressing challenges that persist for North Koreans today. Number 7. Mandatory tasks. In North Korea, observing individuals immersed in varied tasks is commonplace. Yet there's a catch. Choice is often a luxury they don't possess. This image reveals individuals laboring, not from passion or for a regular paycheck, but out of compulsion. Annually, local residents convene, contributing their efforts to community projects. Today, they appear engrossed in refreshing milestones. While the government might herald such endeavors as communal spirit, outsiders might see it as imposed labor. The reality is that opting out isn't an option. Simple reasons like a minor ailment or desiring some downtime with a book aren't acceptable excuses in such contexts. Number 6. Retro reality. North Korea often projects an image of modernity and affluence to the world, trying to embody the epitome of progress. Yet, reality often tells a different story. This photograph, taken on their highways, doesn't capture the futuristic cars one might expect. Instead, it showcases coal-loaded trucks dominating the roads. The reason? An acute oil shortage, reminiscent of wartime scarcities. And the brunt of this issue? It's borne by the everyday North Koreans, living a life that eerily mirrors their ancestors' struggles as if trapped in a historical loop. On a related note, our subscriber's submission today unveils a seldom-seen side of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, looking noticeably unwell. Such images rarely make it to the public eye, given the country's tight control of its image. The question lingers: is this a genuine snapshot of his health or another orchestrated act? Share your opinions in the comments below. Number 5. Gathering Spot. This space paints a picture of commitment. Where you might imagine officials deliberating in opulent conference rooms, North Korea offers an alternative scene. This photo unveils where the Korean Workers' Party convenes in Kang. It's not the grandeur of the usual governmental setting. Instead, it exudes a quaint, pastoral feel, echoing the ambience of a serene countryside. Here, party members unite, share insights, and work collaboratively, aiming to enhance the well-being of their compatriots. The lack of extravagance doesn't deter them. Rather, it emphasizes their drive to prosper, even when resources are limited. Number 4. Young soul, heavy burden life for a North Korean child, particularly in rural areas, isn't filled with play and laughter as one might expect. Instead, it's often marred by demands of labor, especially in farming regions. This striking image portrays a young lad amidst a cornfield, ravaged by nature's fury, the aftermath of floods and typhoons. This specific site is the Saksari Collective Farm, situated in South Hwanghae Province, captured in September 2011. Picture this: a childhood, not of games and dreams, but of toiling in unforgiving terrains. It's a tough truth many children in these parts confront daily, sacrificing their youth to bolster the nation's economic drive. The photograph underscores the compounded challenges these children face, the relentless pressure of manual work combined with the unpredictable wrath of nature. It's deeply moving to witness the resilience and fortitude these young souls exhibit amidst adversity. Number 3. Silent suffering. The serene countryside of North Korea hides a harsh reality beneath its picturesque facade. A staggering 41% of the nation, translating to roughly 10.5 million souls, grapples with the dire consequences of malnutrition and chronic hunger. This evocative image spotlights one such face among millions. Captured by the Potong River in July, the frame features a North Korean woman who bears the evident scars of undernourishment, made even more haunting when juxtaposed against her years. The picture paints 1,000 words about the silent adversities endured by countless in the nation's rural expanse. These communities confront not just a battle against nature, but an unyielding struggle for basic sustenance. A cursory look at the numbers illuminates the gravity of this issue, enveloping a vast swath of the population. Number 2. An unusually satisfying structure stands out. Among many problems faced by the people of North Korea, one major issue is frequent power outages. Life in North Korean cities can be tough. Even those in urban areas experience difficult living conditions. They often live in overcrowded high-rise buildings where they encounter problems like poor electricity and elevator breakdowns. These pictures clearly show a tall building surrounded by stacked apartments, creating extreme overcrowding. Technological access is limited, and the internet is restricted. Most people rely on a closed computer network found in only a few places. One such location is the library in Pyongyang. A photo captures a moment at the Grand People's Study House where individuals gather to study and learn. Despite the challenges, these people are committed to expanding their knowledge and skills. They are proud of their pursuit. Number 1. Proud soldiers. We all are very well aware of the North Korean military. Their military force is very important to their government, and hence, they put every effort into showing its positive image to the world. The officials don't really care how their military personnel are doing mentally or physically, they just want them to follow their orders blindly, and that's what their force ends up doing too. I mean, they don't really have much of an option. The person in charge, Kim Jong-un, really enjoys displaying their military power. They have these impressive parades and share pictures that try to make their armies look huge. However, we don't often see pictures that show the other side of military life in North Korea. Many of the soldiers there suffer from not getting enough food or being in poor health. This happens because they have to go through intense training, which can be really tough on their bodies. It's important to understand that behind all the showy displays of military strength, there are real people facing difficulties. The soldiers are not always as strong and well-fed as they might appear in the propaganda photos.